Hej, witajcie ludziska, z tej strony Altair. Zapraszam was na kolejny odcinek, możliwe, że ostatni już, z The Wolf Among Us, czyli Wilk pośród nas. Kontynuujemy. Ostatnio walczyliśmy z krwawą Mary i zyskaliśmy naszego kochanego Garbusa. Zobaczymy, jak potoczą się teraz losy. Pozwólcie, że w międzyczasie będę sobie jeszcze cisnął winogronka.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Jak zwykle wdzięczny.
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Like hell
you
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well, go ahead.
Pardon?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap
Takie
judgments,
nerwy, że
no
już
more
normalnie
secrets.
przez całe
We're
winogrona
going to treat
zjadłem.
everyone fairly,
Te
even
emocje.
when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Kombinuję.
You have the floor.
I to mnie kurde martwi.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When you
O rany, chcę wyrobić szeryfa i nas ogólnie za to, że taki rygor jest.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in
Dobrze, nie
turn,
spaliliśmy
used
go.
her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, And those girls will have their justice.
Oh yeah, bitches.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are
No,
completely
epnę mu, normalnie zaraz mu...
particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
a
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now,
No
I'm
tak.
no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie
Kurde, było już tak pięknie, no.
story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your life?
Ja też znów jedziemy od nowa z całą gadką, no kurde.
While they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Ty, no ale jak to...
Kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Ty, wywinęłaś od czaru.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never
zdobywamy zaufanie innych.
ever.
Take the word of a
At least
stupid...
5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it.
Hallelujah.
The witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't care.
bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
No właśnie, co ze mną?
He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Szlak.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Oj.
Sheriff.
Urwij mu głowę, zamknij go.
fucking lesson.
O,
He has to
shit.
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Orzesz ty w...
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
To, że on jest barbarzyńcą, nie znaczy, że i my musimy być. Ognia ogniem się nie zwalcza. Ale to było mądre, ale ty... Skąd tyś to wziął? Już widzę te komentarze. Też taka demokracja będzie pod tym filmikiem pewnie. Powinieneś go wrzucić. Nie, w sumie dobrze zrobiłeś, że go zamknąłeś. Nie, powiedzieć, urwać mu łeb. I tak dalej, i tak dalej.
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
No, nie wierzę.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Chyba kończymy tą imprezkę, kochani, wiecie?
This fucking line.
To jest Nerissa tam? Fryzurę zmieniła, czy mi się wydawało? Taka podobna trochę.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
O, świetnie. Mam go gonić teraz?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Zaraz się okaże, że ona jest jakąś morderczynią i chowa coś przed nami.
Good morning, Miss White.
you're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Mnie prędzej zwrócą uwagę na piwo niż na to, że nie ma eliksiru maskującego.
I'm going. Jesus.
Też będzie się na fermę?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
I have to go. I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on.
Jak dorośnie tego zabije.
You've been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
O rany.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He, must have run off. Bullshit.
Szkoda, że się nie udało, żeby uwierzył. A, tu jesteś.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know
Nie może jej zdjąć, czy?
should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
I love you.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe
try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything, and I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there, and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see.
After
After everything you've done for us. Maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Może ładniejszy. Chociaż jedna wierzy. Chociaż jedna.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find
To nie jest... Zaraz się okaże, co jego matka czy coś. Ah, fuck it.
I'll see you around. Whoa.
Ile osób zostało, ile poszło? Większość poszła. No kurde. Statystyki dodatkowe. Bestia. O, nie ma polskich liter. Powiedziałem mu, że nie widziałem Aha, to jest to, co... Cała historia, co i jak. Ciekawe, czy będzie drugi sezon. No i tak. Tym deszczowym akcentem na końcu kończymy serię The Wolf Among Us. Wybaczcie mi, że tak długo trzeba było czekać u mnie na kanale, żeby zakończyć tą przygodę. Tylko 2 odcinki były potrzebne do tego. Niestety miałem urwanie głowy, tylko te streamy mogły zaistnieć wieczorami, też nie zawsze, ale zazwyczaj. Ale no, niebawem w następnej kolejce w nagrywaniu będzie chyba ten Resident Evil 7 Not a Hero. A później dokończymy prawdopodobnie Mission, The Walking Dead Mission. Na tę chwilę dzięki, mam nadzieję, że się cała seria wam podobała. I z moim komentarzem jakościowo, wideo, audio, było wszystko icuś glancuś. Jak nie, to możecie mi pisać w komentarzach, co było ok, co było źle, co poprawić itp. itd. A tym, co oglądali od początku do końca tą serię, którzy są ze mną już jakiś czas, bardzo dziękuję, że wciąż tu jesteście. To wiele dla mnie znaczy i obyście nie uciekli ode mnie za szybko. Najlepiej wcale. I jeszcze raz dzięki wam i życzę udanego dnia bądź dobrej nocy, w zależności o której to oglądacie. Na razie.